德邦伊利，我来自浙江，我的母语是吴语。
我叫孙旺，我来自中国黑龙江省哈尔滨市，我的母语是汉语普通话。
The first interviewee thought Mandarin was intrinsically far better than Cantonese. The latter would thus finally be driven out of Hong Kong and fade out. Languages he regarded as a mere tool for communication, and therefore linguistic diversity should not bother to exist when effective communication between regions of a country is hindered. When I asked him whether he would stay or not, he said, "I'm not going to stay here." However, the second interviewee regarded Cantonese as something as interesting as local operas. Clarity is his first principle in using language. Even so, he still had to admit that learning Cantonese is a time-consuming and painstaking process. Besides, with Cantonese, he still cannot express effectively as his mother tongue. But I can tell from his look that he loves Hong Kong and he'll stay. When put these two in comparison, we can find that one shall not stay because of hate. The other shall stay but suffer from difficulties. All these come from differences in identities and perceptions. Language is not only the way we speak, but the way we do as well. It defines part of our culture and identity, and therefore makes all the differences.
大家好，我叫陈伟业，今年来香港有6年了，是贵州来的。
Our interviewee does not feel resistant in learning Cantonese. She feels sense of accomplishment when she has mastered this new language. She wants to learn the language in order to know what the teachers are teaching and what the classmates are saying, and communicate with other local people so she can touch Hong Kong culture and make more friends. In this way, she feels happier compared to that if she doesn't know Cantonese. We can see that she actually actively learns Cantonese so that she can communicate with others and learn more culture here and make new friends, and hence integrate into this totally new society for her and live ahead. However, it's not easy for her to entirely integrate into the new society and be accepted by local people indeed. She has nearly no local friends who can communicate deeply by heart, and she feels that they don't truly like making friends with new immigrants. And language does have a large effect on this situation. She continues to explain that there are actually tangible and intangible estrangements. Even though new immigrants try their best to integrate into the new society, and local people do not really discriminate them and may also try to accept them, but the language and cultural differences are there, which are really difficult for both of the two parties to break down. For example, although it's no problem for them to communicate normally in daily life, they can't understand and communicate in buzzwords, which are incorporated with Hong Kong culture. Whenever those embarrassed situations occur, estrangement appears, which is really difficult to break. Furthermore, she appreciates her mother tongue more. She can speak it more naturally and confidently. She thinks Cantonese is extremely difficult to learn, and no matter how hard she tries, she still has accent in speaking Cantonese, which is noticeable that you're not a local person. All in all, she has very low sense of belonging because of the reasons discussed above. She said, "I like this city's clean and tidy environment, but I belong to Guizhou, China."
我改名叫做孙苗庄，我来香港已經21年。我所大概就是潮州話。
Miss Sun appreciates her native language. She thinks that it is a heritage of her family and insists to teach her daughters Chaozhou dialect. She wants it to pass on through the next generations. Therefore, she uses Chaozhou dialect at home to communicate with her daughters. On the other hand, she also thinks that Cantonese is important. She believes that Cantonese should be dominant in Hong Kong, just like Chaozhou dialect is dominant in Chaozhou. Therefore, she learned Cantonese when she arrived at Hong Kong. Despite the fact that she can speak in Cantonese fluently, she still has an accent. She regards herself as a Hong Kong Chinese no matter what is her native language. She agreed that Hong Kong people used to accept the mainlanders, but tensions increase nowadays. Still, she believes that different Chinese dialects like Mandarin can coexist in Hong Kong, as Hong Kong is a place full of diversity.